Yeah. Yeah. After I get it, I reinvest. After I get it, I reinvest.
What's up, my bitches? Mick, back on the attack. As you can hear, my minions are over there hard at work. I'm trying to keep them to keep it down so I can record this and go farther out that way, but you know, they don't they have very simplistic cerebral cortexes. That's right. But hey, they get the job done and they keep it where I don't have to work. So yeah, we'll get getting ahead of myself. Anyway, as you know, that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know, the only reason I get on here these days is to gloat and to show off what I got. You know, because you know, what's the fun in having stuff if you can't make other people feel worse for not having it? So yeah, when I get a mower, sure, when I get a mower that's got 10 wheels on it, I'm gonna get on here and show it off, baby. Damn straight. But and today is no exception. Yeah. Got me a new truck. Yeah, sure did. Itty bitty is still going strong, and we'll get to that in a second as well. But I needed something for moi. And here we go. This is where I tell you all about it. You see, I always knew that I was head and shoulders above you lowly yard folk out there. I always knew I was way above you, but I never really achieved the pinnacle of what Mick could be. I knew that I wasn't living up to my potential, so to speak. And so I've remedied that. I've started living up to my potential, and what that is I've got my trained ape, Boom Boom, and he does all the work now. That's right, I finally got him up to speed, and that was a long, arduous process because it's not easy. It's not easy teaching an ape how to mow and weed eat and whatnot. But as you guys well know, because you're not far above ape, you're like this far above the apes. And yeah, the good thing about having a real ape is that I don't have to pay him legally. And you know, Mick always has to be on the up and up, you know, and I don't have to 1099 an ape or pay him at all. So that works out great for me. I love it. Makes it where I can buy more of this, more of my bling bling. But yeah, so I'm not working anymore. You know, I'm just laying back, living the high life. And I just drive around and observe things, you know, that are going on. So, but I need a vehicle to do it in, you know what I'm saying? Because my ape is out in the truck, out in itty bitty. So yeah. What's a guy to do? What's a Mick to do? You know, I need something to get around in. So yes, I went out and bought me a new truck, and it is spectacular. Oh, it's awesome. And of course I had to upgrade from what my workers are in, you know, because I've got to be above all that, you know. So yeah, let's take a look at it real quick. let's take a look right now at the footage. This right here is my new truck. It's spectacular, I know. I want all of you to please take a gander at this and really, really understand how much above you that Mick is. You know, I really want you to know how much, just how much, what kind of a difference there is between you and I. And there you go. Yeah, it was awesome. It's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, very proud of myself. And yep, I'm no longer working. I'm just living, like I said, living the high life, just driving around in my new truck and observing things and supervising. I'm in a supervising role now, is what Mick is in. So yeah, there'll be no longer any videos of me on a mower or with a weed eater in my hand. Those days are long gone, baby, long gone. I would advise you guys, if you could, if there's one piece of advice that I could give you, which I could give you many pieces of advice, trust me, but because I'm just so full to the brim with knowledge. But if I had to give one thing away for free, that's the key, free. If I had to give one thing away for free, it would be to, if you could, to travel to some distant island somewhere, or some distant continent, whatever you want to call it, like I did, and get you an ape to work for you. But see, that advice really doesn't work for you peons, because you're never going to do that. You can never travel even to another state, let alone another continent, you know, like Mick. But if you could, you know, that would be the advice that I would give you, is to get you an ape and try to train it. See, that's a whole other thing. Even if you were able to get your own ape, you wouldn't be able to train it like Mick, because I've got skills. I grew up ape training back in the old land, you know, and that's what I did as a young youth, is I trained apes. And why I never thought of this before, I was hiring, you know, low-life people to work for me before, just human beings, and I was having to pay them on top of it. But I finally caught on up here in my gray matter that hey, you from your youth you were an ape trainer. Why don't you travel and pick you up an ape and bring it back and train it? You can train it, Mick. You could do this. And I did it. I did it. So yeah, Mick no longer does that. Got my apes out there mowing. Yeah, I've got two now. I won't talk about the one yet. He's not ready. He just kind of walks around drooling with a anyway. But the one I've got trained pretty good. He's almost human-like, kind of like you. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to tell you. I wanted to get on here and gloat and really show off my stuff. And I'm glad you got to see my truck, because I mean, I said, I mean, what use is it? What use is it in this world to have things if you can't make other people that don't have it feel bad about themselves? It's not worth it. So thank you out there. That's one thing, that's the one thing that I can thank you people out there for. And yeah, I mean you, is that you're there for me to make feel bad. Yep. Until next time, Mick signing off. Peace, love, and grass. See you next time. Whoa.